Picture this. You're in a relationship with an incredibly stunning lady. She's intelligent, witty, and heads turned from every man nearby whenever she enters a space. You're pampering her like royalty, gifting her bouquets, planning lavish outings, sending her a cheerful good morning message without fail. You're embodying the ideal, polite suitor your mom taught you to be. Yet unbeknownst to you, her enthusiasm is fading bit by bit, and you're clueless about the reason. What I'm about to share will utterly demolish all your preconceptions regarding women and romantic bonds. The harsh reality that 97% of guys outright reject is this. For a lady to truly adore you, crave you, and remain faithful, she should never sense total assurance in your devotion. She ought to perpetually feel as if she's striving to earn your regard. Now, before you dismiss this as the ramblings of a sly seduction expert, allow me to clarify precisely what I intend. I'm not advocating for unkindness or mistreatment. I'm referring to grasping the mental dynamics that fuel female desire at its core. And if you hang in there for the upcoming 15 minutes, I'll unveil the precise science explaining why females drift away from males who pamper them. Plus, crucially, how to apply this insight to forge the sort of profound, enduring magnetism that most fellows merely fantasize about. This ranks among the most crucial presentations you'll encounter on feminine mindset. So focus closely. We'll begin with the initial core principle. Females are instinctively wired to pursue males possessing greater viability for survival than their own. This isn't a deliberate choice on their part. It's embedded in their genetic makeup from eons of natural selection. In prehistoric times, females selecting partners with better provisions, power, and societal rank had higher chances of enduring and nurturing robust descendants. Those who paired with the amiable fellow delivering blossoms daily, their lineage vanished since that courteous chap could unshield her from rival groups or sustain through severe seasons. This innate wiring is termed hypergamy, and it persists in the subliminal thoughts of all women nowadays.
Ow.
Despite our contemporary era with protections and supermarkets, her psyche still runs on primordial code. When a female senses a man's worth is beneath or matching her own, her desire mechanisms effectively deactivate. Over millennia, women needed to be highly discerning in partner selection due to the vulnerability of gestation spanning 9 months and the immense demands of child-rearing. A poor pick could result in death for her and her progeny. This imposed fierce evolutionary demands for women to desire solely those exhibiting elite traits and assets. These archaic instincts continue influencing every exchange you share with women. Displaying clingy, eager, or excessively obliging behavior transmits indicators that, to our forebears, would suggest frailty and dim prospects for endurance. Her inner mind detects these and reacts by diminishing allure. This leads to the idea of sexual marketplace worth SMV. View romance as a bazaar where individuals possess a specific worth derived from their appeal, wealth, character, and communal position. The brutal fact is that women feel authentic attraction only toward men whose SMV they view as surpassing theirs. This is where the majority of men are profoundly. They believe SMV revolves around your career, vehicle, physique, or stature. Although these elements count, they're not the chief catalysts for desire. A woman's view of your SMV hinges far more on your demeanor, your engagement with her, and above all, how dependent you appear on her endorsement. Allow me to illustrate with a true story. I once acquainted a fellow who was a prosperous attorney, owned a luxury sedan, and maintained peak fitness. He'd lavish ladies with gourmet meals, flood them with praise, and be on call whenever they reached out. Even with all the outward signs of elite status, females would routinely disengage after several weeks. Contrast that with another acquaintance who bartended, resided in a modest flat, yet possessed a mindset of plenty. He'd escort women to relaxed cafes, jestingly rib them, and remain unfazed by delayed replies to his messages. Ladies would grow infatuated, endlessly seeking his favor and focus. The distinction? The latter individual grasped that apparent worth trumps tangible worth. He conducted himself as someone with choices, whereas the former's actions shouted, "Don't abandon me, please." Women perpetually evaluate social hints about your standing compared to peers. They observe your handling of dismissal, your reactions to their probes, and your poise in group settings. These conduct clues outweigh your finances or fitness level.
Now for the second core principle.
The greater the ambiguity about your affection, the more cognitive effort she expends pondering you. This stems from fundamental human nature. We prize what's uncertain and undervalue what's guaranteed. By promptly revealing your cards through constant availability, relentless messaging, and blatant infatuation, you eliminate all intrigue and difficulty. She ceases needing to strive for your notice since you're dispensing it gratis. However, by preserving some vagueness in your emotions, a wondrous shift occurs. Her thoughts whirl with queries. Is he into me? Why the delay in replying? What's occupying him now? This cerebral fixation forms the bedrock of desire. Let me depict a practical scenario. You encounter a lady at a gathering, share engaging dialogue, and swap contacts. The average man would message her soon after like, "I enjoyed our chat so much yesterday. You're phenomenal. When's our next meet?" The savvy one who comprehends subtlety and interest holds off for 3 days, then fires off a brief note, "Coffee Tuesday at 3. No overzealous flair, no flattery, merely a straightforward proposal showing interest without urgency. The mental concept here is intermittent reinforcement. Consistent, foreseeable rewards lead to quick habituation and boredom. Unpredictable ones, though, create mental addiction. Your focus follows suit. Steady and reliable delivery causes adaptation and waning interest. Sporadic and erratic provision hooks her psychologically on securing more. Consider your focus and endorsement as a form of money. Like currency, its worth derives from rarity. Lavishing it liberally renders it valueless. Acquiring it to be merited elevates it to treasure. Most males are by unloading all validation up front. They praise incessantly, concur with all her views, and declare her the pinnacle of womanhood. Unbeknownst to them, they've exhausted their sentimental reserves in week 1. Women excel at discerning your commitment via actions. She doesn't require verbal "I love yous." She spots it in your prompt text responses, your glow upon her arrival, your flexibility to her desires. Crucial insight. Women desire to feel unique, but through merit. Gratis gifts strip it of significance. Earning your nod makes it profoundly meaningful. I recall a man courting a supermodel, a breathtaking beauty, accustomed to males groveling for her favor. Rather than deluging her with beauty accolades like others, he'd sporadically commend her smarts on clever remarks or her wit on funny quips. Vital was that his praise depended on her deeds, not mere presence. She earned his esteem via efforts, rendering it far superior to the hollow flattery from rivals. A swift path to eroding desire is turning foreseeable. When she anticipates your every reaction, maps your routine precisely, views you as fully decoded, her curiosity dwindles. Hence, many pairings ignite with fervor and thrill, but devolve into monotony. The guy aiming to excel as a partner grows entirely routine. He contacts at fixed times, visits familiar spots, reacts identically always. Foreseeability alerts her inner mind that she's mastered you, negating further mental input. Ceasing mental investment equates to halted attraction. This explains the allure of the rogue archetype. It's not mistreatment drawing women. It's the enigma, the suspense, the deviation from norm that captivates. Prepare for a revelation. Women perpetually probe your affection degree, not your prowess. Many males assume tests gauge manhood or tolerance for her mood. Wrong. She's measuring your fondness level. Each aloof moment, guy reference, or underwhelmed reaction probes for pursuit of her favor. Failing by scrambling to regain her nod signals, "My feelings exceed yours." This irrevocably tilts power her way. Let's dissect examples. The contrast probe. She notes another's appeal or recalls an ex. Failing, jealousy, or rivalry. Passing, indifference, perhaps concurrence. The scheduling probe. She proposes, then flakes last second. Failing, quick reschedule or dismay. Passing, casual acceptance, alternate arrangements. The mood probe. She snaps or withdraws. Failing, inquiry or uplift attempts. Passing, match her vibe, stay distant till she adjusts. These aren't deliberate ploys. They're instinctual drives to gauge your caliber. Consistent passing via composure and self-control conveys non-desperation for her thumbs up. When a woman deems a man's worth inferior, her physiology rejects him instinctively. Not deliberate, it's subliminal. Her mind flags him as unfit for procreation due to inadequacy. This shows his diminished intimacy drive, heightened annoyance, and vague relational unease. This accounts for intimacy halts in partnerships, not lovelessness. Biology vetoes reproduction with perceived inferiors. Her instincts deem you frail, unable to confront her, hence defend her. As survival-oriented beings, you're now a risky choice. Grasping this stings but empowers. Realizing disinterest is biological, not personal, enables tweaks to reignite her magnetism.